We are 1040 AM KGGR 106.9 FM, and welcome. I am so excited to be here, and hopefully you are too here in Community Vibes. Now, we have to talk about an amazing event that is coming up. I'm so excited about it, and we have here with us Rudy Foster, and we thank you for joining us. Hi, Rudy.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Now, what is all of this about? It is Ain't Too Proud, the life and times of the Temptations. I kind of want to finish that and say, Ain't Too Proud to Beg.
Yeah, you'll hear the song. You will definitely hear the song.
Okay, so good. We'll be able to sing along. So this is, what is this, a production play, musical, and when is it coming up? How can we gain access?
Yeah. So it's a musical. It is based on, the great rise of that legendary Motown group, The Temptations. And so many of those legendary songs, "Ain't Too Proud to Beg," "Get Ready," "My Girl," "I'm Gonna Make You Love." There's all sorts of incredible songs, and it's sort of the story of the folks who were in that group, how the group was built, and what happens after their meteoric rise to the top. Yeah.
Yes. And what I love that is their music is so timeless. Of course, it goes from the older generation to the now generation to
Yeah.
the future generations. The music is so timeless. And so and this
I
takes
always tell
place.
people, if I may, something that I think is so interesting about this show in particular is that, yeah, everybody has their own history with it, whether they grew
Yep.
up listening to it while it was, coming out, or their parents or grandparents or however they were exposed to it. People have their own memories of this music. And so
Yeah.
it's really exciting and powerful to learn more about the people who were making it and some of the things that were happening in their lives while they were making this incredible, like you said, timeless music.
Wow. So why is it so important to keep this music alive? Like, why is
Yeah,
it so important?
yeah. I think there's a big something that we talk about a lot internally with the show. We talk about the legacy, the Temptations legacy, a
Mhm.
lot because these people, not just the Temptations, but Motown in general, changed the global music landscape. Um, Black people had never been this level of of globally famous before, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's
Mhm.
interesting because so many of them came from the same neighborhood in Detroit. So many of them grew up knowing each other. And for
Yeah.
some people, we're talking Diana Ross, Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, um, all of these people, Smokey Robinson, all of these guys, for them to become not just important voices in the music industry, but some of the most famous and recognizable Black people in the entire world was really something that hadn't been seen on that level before. And I think that level of impact to carry on the legacy of that, especially for now, is
Yeah.
really important.
And while you are listening to this interview, if you want to go on the website and just kind of check it out, go ahead and get your tickets
Yeah.
because I know that they're going to go quick.
Yeah.
So you can go to www.basshall.com/ain't too proud.
All right.
So you can definitely go ahead and get your tickets, or you can call 817-212-4280. So as we're talking here about this amazing production, you want to go ahead and get your tickets and then join us back here so that we can talk more about it. So Rudy, or
Yeah.
also known as Otis,
Yeah.
how have you enjoyed playing this role?
Oh wow. It's been very I've had a blast doing it. It's a lot because he if you know anything about like the history of the group, right? He was one of the founding members of the group, but he also uh he's still alive, right? There's a lot of folks who we meet who are not anymore, who we meet in the show who have passed on, but he's still alive. We actually met Otis. He came to the show when we were in Chicago and came again when we were in Detroit. Uh,
Wow.
and we got to chat with him a little bit. And so there's the weight of playing someone who is still here.
Yeah.
But it also has been great for me because I've gotten to really embody that sense of ambition, that sense of focus and vision that he and Barry Gordy and so many other people who were working on the Temptations and working at Motown had, to really go all in on us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and that's something that I like to feel like I do in my own life. And I've learned a lot more about that through playing Otis.
That is so amazing to actually get a chance to meet the one that you are portraying. Did he have any advice for you?
Well, okay, so we only got to chat a little bit, but but he said you holding it down, Otis. Good job, Otis. And I said, well, thank you.
Oh wow, I love it. So talk about what the rehearsals are like.
Yeah, yeah. So we let's see, we started rehearsals a few months ago or several months ago. And there's a lot of music, obviously, because we got all these great songs in there. But there's also so much dancing because as we know, if we've seen the Temptations perform, they always had the smooth moves. And so we've got a lot of really incredible choreography. And our choreographer, Sergio Trujillo, he actually won a Tony Award for his choreography for this show. And
Wow.
so it's a lot of the moves and things that you may have seen if you're familiar with the Temptations, but it's even more dazzling and even more punched up for the stage. And it's so exciting to watch how the show moves. And so we got in those dance rehearsals, those music rehearsals, and we've also got some a really beautiful play that sort of
Hmm.
links it all together.
Yeah,
So it's been
yeah,
a real exciting treat to sort of piece all those things together and
yeah.
make it into one whole.
Yeah, because and not only is the music still alive, not only are the vocals still alive, but yeah, the moves play a big part because people are still using their moves
Oh
for
yeah.
many different things, and many different artists are using the moves. So the moves are legendary.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And it's been great to step into that and to find how we all move as a group and how, uh, and that's one of the things as we take this around the country, how people in the audience respond to it. And we've got people up on their feet, people singing along, people clapping along. So yeah, I feel like it's definitely it's a great night out for fun, but there's also a lot of power to this story, and I think it's worth learning more about these men and the brotherhood that they share.
So what is it that you want? What's that one thing that you want us to walk away with? The audience finishes, we've sang along, we've danced along,
Yeah.
and we leave. What is that one thing you want us to walk away with?
Yeah, I think there's something that Otis says a couple times in the play, which is a very simple saying that many of us have probably heard before, which is the whole is always greater than the sum of its parts. Um, and we all bring what we do to whatever group we're in, to whatever friendship or community we're in, but we always have to remember and focus on the fact that we are all much stronger together than we are apart. And I think that that's a really powerful message for any time. But I think certainly now, um, it's a good reminder that when we all work together, the sky is not even the sky is the limit. You know, the
Yeah.
whole is always greater than the sum of its parts.
Wow, wow. Now I know it takes a lot to put together something like this. Name some of your partners who are helping to put this on here.
Yes, yeah. So cast wise, I was like, we've got some really incredible, talented folks who've been on other tours across the country, who've done some other really exciting cruise ship type stuff. Uh, you know, I'll just name some names. Lois Moore, who plays Eddie Kendricks, is really incredible and has that pristine high tenor that we all want to hear when we're listening to these
Yeah.
songs. Jameson Clanton, who plays Melvin Franklin, who's that deep bass, and we we watch him talk and listen to him sing, and it's really incredible. And also Josiah Travis Kent Rogers, who plays the legendary David Ruffin, who is such uh, a volatile character, but who has just this star power and star quality. And the show was put together by Des McAnuff is our director, who he is a Tony Award winning director. He worked on Jersey Boys, he worked on The Who's Tommy, and a couple
Yeah.
of other things. And so it was all put together so with such precision, and with such a focus on the storytelling and moving things forward. So it moves almost cinematically. It moves so smoothly. Yeah.
Wow. I love it. I love it. So how can we be a part? I want to are you constantly holding auditions? Do we have the same people who are doing the same parts? Sometimes people want to know how can I break into not only just this field, but to be a
Yeah.
part. Like this is major.
It is, yeah. So we most of us I think are going to be around for a bit as far as this leg of the tour. But as far as breaking into not just Ain't Too Proud, but into performing in musical theater in general, also performances of this type, performances celebrating Black people, celebrating our art. There's it's kind of tough to it's not tough to find, but it's tough to really focus in and hope for the ones that pop up at the
Yeah.
right time. And so a great resource, I always send people to playbill.com. They've got a great job search page there. Actorsaccess.com is another great resource for it. And actually, just a couple of weeks ago, we were taking, Ain't Too Proud was taking submissions for folks for possible future replacements. So
Oh, wow.
gotta sort of keep an eye out, keep an eye to the ground.
Yeah.
It's sort of hard to tell when it's gonna pop up, but
Yeah, so keep an eye out, make sure that you follow. And for those of you who are just tuning in, we are talking to Rudy Foster. Yes, he is playing Otis in Ain't Too Proud, the life and times of the Temptations. Of course, the music that we all love, the moves that we all love, the look that we
yeah,
all love. And this is an award-winning production. So you want to make sure that you go ahead and get your tickets. Go to www.bazhall.com/ain't too proud, or you may call 817-212-4280. The Performing Arts in Fort Worth box office hours, they're Monday through Friday, so 9 to 5. So you can definitely go within those hours, and definitely make sure you know they're 10 to 4 on Saturdays. All right. So they also have group sales available. Get your friends. Do that. You know what? Let's make it a friend
absolutely.
night out.
Yeah. Yes, that's a great way to see the show. We have groups come to the show all the time. Have a good girls' night out. You can bring your family. There's it's a great celebration. It's such a joyous production, and so definitely there's something for everybody in it.
There's something. So how do we need to dress? Do we dress in our best Temptations get up, or just come comfortable, or what do we need to do?
Yeah, you can come as you are, but we love it when we see folks dressed to the nines out there. We love to see.
So y'all know
We
I
love
get
it. We
your
love it when,
glittery
when
and
we come
shimmery
celebrating
stuff.
Motown. Yeah.
I said get your glittery and shimmery stuff. Now don't
Oh
be a
yeah.
distraction, but I do love it. So this is taking place February. It comes to Fort Worth, Bass Hall there, February 11th through the 16th. Now,
Yeah.
I always like to tell them, Rudy, don't wait until the 15th or the 16th. Because sometimes people think, oh, I got to wait till this is really, really getting good. You want to go ahead and get your tickets now, because people are reserving their tickets now. So make
Yes.
sure that you go ahead and get your tickets. Tickets are on sale right now. So I'm excited. I'm excited about it, and I thank you for stopping by to
Wonderful.
talk to us. What thoughts do you want to leave with our audience, whether it's pertaining to, the acting world, the music world, the Temptations, or just this event? What
Yeah.
would you leave with them?
Well, I just think, first of all, it's such an incredible opportunity to be able to come to Fort Worth with this story and to be there because we're there for a week. You know what I mean? I just want to encourage people to come out and celebrate this legacy and to celebrate
Yeah.
this music that, like you said, it's timeless. Talk about standing the test of time, right? And it's a celebration of brotherhood, a celebration of community, and a celebration of Blackness and of the American story. And I think that that's something that's so important and something that we could all use, not just a reminder of, but that we also could use some time sitting with. Yeah, and the audience loves the show. When I first saw the show, before I was ever even in it, I was like, I want to be in this show. And here I am.
Really?
So,
Oh, you saw it before. Okay, being a
yes,
part.
yeah, I saw it on Broadway back in January of 2020. And I walked out and I was meeting up with a friend after the show and I was like, I gotta be in that. I gotta be in that. And sure enough, it's 2025 now, so several years down the line, and there was the opportunity came along and I was like, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to be in it. And and here I am. And so I'm so grateful
Wow.
for that.
Wow, Ambition. And this is such an award-winning show, and it's making a lot of noise across the country. What do you see next? What do you see this going a year from now?
Oh wow. Yeah. So we've got so many dates where we're taking it, all over the country. We're of course coming to Fort Worth, and we're also going to be heading out west. We've already done some dates down in the South a bit. So we're just taking it around the country. I'm not sure if I don't know yet if they're planning to extend the tour after that. We got some dates into August, I believe, this year. But also, I'm sure shortly after that, it'll become available for many other theaters around the country to be able to bring this powerful story and this incredible music, these moves, all of that, to theaters all over the country and all over the world. There was a
Wow.
production in London that happened just last year that was really, it's great to remember and to see how Motown and the Temptations, how these artists impacted not just the US, but places all over the world. They were
All
traveling
over the world.
all over, and people all over know this music.
Wow, wow. I love it. So there you go. Make sure that you go ahead and get your tickets. You're looking for something to do. It's February 11th through the 16th. Of course, we have Valentine's Day in there. So you want to go ahead and gift it to
Yeah.
someone. Make sure you do that, or you want to spend some time with your honey during that time frame, but you don't want to wait till the last minute. Now is the time to go ahead and get your tickets. Ain't Too Proud, the life and times of the Temptations. I'm excited about it. And Rudy, I'm probably going to be the loudest one in the audience yelling.
All right now. I'll be listening for you.
I'm going to be yelling orders. I was like, no, Rudy. So I love it. It's going to be a great, I would say sing along time because I know all of the songs and I know all the moves.
All right now, come on, man, come on. we love it when people sing along and when they're clapping and dancing in their seats. We love it.
Wow, I love it. Okay, all right, there you have it. Is there one last positive thought that you want to leave with the audience?
Well, I can't wait to see you guys at the show. We actually passed through Fort Worth when we were traveling just last week, and so we were all excited to come back and to be able to spend a week there. So we're all looking forward to exploring Fort Worth and getting to meet the people and all of that. So we look forward to seeing y'all there.
Oh, I did have one more question. So afterwards, will we get to speak to you guys?
We do come out of the stage door a little bit, and sometimes people will come into the lobby. There's not like a formal meet and greet, but we're around. We say hello.
Okay.
Here and there, but it's not like a formal meet and greet.
Good, and we love a friendly cast. So
yeah. Well, and also, I was gonna say in our programs and playbells, there's a way to reach out to most of us on social media. So yeah, you can also drop messages and yeah.
Okay, good. And with our audience, we love to connect with the artists that we have seen in this. You are definitely artists, and we thank you for coming to bring the stage to life for us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.